What's going on, guys? It's Gothalion, and I'm back here in Borderlands 2 to talk about Borderlands 2, the Vita version, again. Yet again, we're here to talk about this Vita version. Now, I don't own it myself yet because, well, I have a Vita, and it doesn't come out in a standalone until next week, so I haven't picked it up. But I have seen a little bit of mixed reviews on Facebook and Twitter. Some people say early game, it has issues with frame rate. Some people are saying that it doesn't really have that bad of a frame rate, but you really won't start seeing all those frame rate issues until later on in the game when there's, you know, all those effects like, you know how it is with the double penetrating unkempt herald later in the game for your frame rate. But then again, there are some people who are, you know, very observant of frame rate that are saying that it's the issue. But, you know, we're not really here to talk about the frame rate. We're here to talk about certain things that just kind of don't make sense. And I wanted to ping my viewers to see if you guys are getting the same hiccups that my friends on Facebook are and my followers on Twitter are. The first of which that I want to talk about that is actually really, really important is that DLC does not let you into it if you're not connected to Wi-Fi. I've seen, I think, 5 different reports of this happening, and I want to know if this is what everybody is seeing, because this is something people need to fucking know about if they're gonna get the Vita version. Do you have to be connected to Wi-Fi? Is this normal? Like, it doesn't feel normal to me. That's not how it should be. Is this how it's just gonna be until the game officially launches? That's my question. Because maybe next week that it'll get like a patch or something, or there might just be something wrong with the coding and this isn't how the game is gonna act. But I am getting reports that people are not able to access DLC whatsoever. The main game is fine, but if people aren't connected to Wi-Fi, connected to the internet while they're playing Borderlands 2 on the PlayStation Vita, they're not able to access DLC like Captain Scarlet's and Mr. Torg's DLC. This kind of sucks because the big selling point for Borderlands 2 on the PlayStation Vita was that it's gonna be so portable. It's the Borderlands experience on the go. But if you can't access everything while you're on the go, while you don't have Wi-Fi connection, then what the fuck? It's already 2 players only. It has half the enemies that Borderlands 2 does just to save frame rate. It can't have the same amount of enemy population because that will absolutely destroy frame rate if they do that. And we're gonna get to another point after we finish talking about the DLC thing. But it just seems like you have a very not Borderlands experience on the Vita. There's I don't know why this would be happening. If it's not happening to you, for the love of God, please leave a comment in the comment section, because the only thing I've seen about DLC is that you have to be connected to Wi-Fi to use it currently. Will this be the case next week? I don't know. I hope not. I'm gonna have some hope that it's not the case next week. They're saying vanilla game, normal game is absolutely fine currently. Absolutely fine when you're not on Wi-Fi. But DLC is not working if you're not connected to the internet, which kind of sucks. It kind of really fucking sucks. Please, 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 let me know if you're running into this as well. Please, can you play the DLC if you're not connected to Wi-Fi? Let me know, because the only thing I'm hearing is that DLC not accessible if you're not connected to Wi-Fi. All right. The last point I want to look at is enemy population in areas. And we knew this was the case. We knew it would have lower enemy density, again, to sort of help along that frame rate on the underpowered hardware. But what we didn't know before launch was if they were going to scale XP on enemies up. If they were going to increase enemy XP so you're not hitting a grind. So it's not like, oh, there's far less enemies, but I'm still getting the same amount of experience. The reports that I'm getting are that experience from the PC and Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 version are completely unchanged to the Vita version. So, you're getting half the amount of enemies, but you're getting the same amount of experience. Now, this may not be a big deal on normal enemies, though it is kind of a big deal while you're leveling up. This gets the game going in a much grindier direction. Do we need Borderlands to be grindier than it already is? I don't think so. I don't think that's necessary. I don't think that's a positive change. Why would they do this? I've seen probably about 10 or so messages, most of them private to me, saying that the experience is unchanged. Are these people correct? I don't have it yet because I'm not gonna buy hardware just for a game when I already own the hardware. But I wanted to ping the community to see if anybody has reports that are contrary to what my friends on Facebook and what my followers on Twitter are telling me, which is that experience is completely unchanged for the Vita version. There is half the amount of enemies, maybe slightly more than half, but there is a massively reduced amount of enemies, but everybody still gives the same amount of experience, which leads you to have to grind through the game. So again, DLC doesn't work when you're off Wi-Fi. If you're not connected to the internet, you won't be able to access DLC. They didn't say whether or not this affects Krieg and Gage, but they did say story DLC was unaccessible when they weren't connected to Wi-Fi. That sucks. Let me know if that's true. I need to know if that's true. I need to let people who intend to buy this game know that that's true, because there aren't any reviews out for it. I wonder why. Secondly, what is the deal with experience? Is it the same exact numbers? People are telling me it's the same exact numbers. I can only let you guys know what I'm being told. We need to get the absolute truth out. Let's get a general consensus from people who actually bought the hardware to get the game. Let me know. Anyways, guys, don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Hopefully we can get this all cleared up, and hopefully we can get people properly informed about Borderlands 2 on the Vita before it hits next week. I'll see you guys later.